Well, in no ranked order, idea number one is to relocate the UMKC Conservatory of Music and Dance downtown. Now, that has since been expanded to include most of the arts programs at UMKC. Now, but most of us don't really understand what the UMKC Conservatory of Dance and Music even is, even though it's been part of Kansas City's cultural life for over 100 years.
In a sense, the conservatory teaches 15,000 music and dance lessons a year. As its dean, Peter Witte compares it to work done in the kitchen to prepare a great meal for the dining room.
This facility was built when we had 300 students or so at the conservatory. We're now at 527, and we're simply bursting at the seams.
Let's see some seams.
Absolutely. So this is one of our piano practice rooms, and it's cozy.
Let's do the math here. 7-foot piano.
6-foot room. So the challenge in each of the rooms is pretty significant. And then there's the challenge that we simply don't have enough of the rooms. Getting a practice room here at the conservatory is a little bit like getting an apartment in Manhattan. A lot of magic happens here. This is Bobby Watson's office. For Bobby, I think the opportunity to come back to Kansas City was the right opportunity at the right time. The challenge was, in order to make a space for Bobby, we needed to take down a wall and then lose 2 practice rooms.
He gets to come back to this.
Well, yeah. It's what we have, and we're making it work. And here we have one of our dance studios. And we have 2, we really should have 4. This is where we're placing all of our costumes and all of the things that people don't think are part of making a production possible. And every square inch is taken up.
For years now, UMKC's White Recital Hall has been the place for students to formally reveal the skills they've developed. But the arrival of a world-class performance hall some 5 miles away is beginning to change the game. And Peter Witte has been quick to seize the opportunity.
We have been challenged for quite some time seeking a solution for space. The thing that is possible, though, is if you turn a problem sideways, it can become an opportunity.
In its first year, Ellsberg Hall has hosted groups from the conservatory playing everything from the Carmina Burana to the Gates Barbecue Suite. For students and faculty, the idea of a spacious new home just down the street from such an amazing facility is hard to resist.
It's one of the coolest venues I've ever been in. It's beautiful, the acoustics are wonderful. Having played there, you want to contribute to the greatness of the place. If it's our conservatory, it's closer to that building, you know, then we have linked everything.
And joining us now is the Big 5 champion for the UMKC Arts move to downtown, the Chancellor of UMKC, Leo Morton. Have the students started packing their suitcases already to move downtown? What's the status of this project, Chancellor?
We'd love to pack right now, but we've got a little work to do. Primarily, it's to raise the funds to make this happen.
Now, there was an editorial in the Kansas City Star the first week of January that said that was the elusive factor. It was going to cost between $50 and $80 million to make this project a reality, and finding the funders for this, that was the issue.
Right. In fact, as we looked at programs for all of the arts venues that you mentioned, the total cost would be closer to $270 million when it's built out in, say, 20 years. But phase 1 would start with the Conservatory of Music and Dance, and that has a price tag of $88 million before you include things like land acquisition costs, parking, housing. Now, depending on the location, those issues could disappear.
Now, originally, when we spoke, this was earlier in the year,
right.
Of last year,
right.
We were talking about 3 different locations for this.
Right.
2 in the Crossroads area, and
right.
1 atop the parking garage next to the Marriott Hotel
right.
in the Barney Ellis Plaza area.
Yes.
Have you narrowed the site of where this potentially could be?
I believe we have narrowed that to the 2 preferred sites are closest to the Kaufman Performing Arts Center. So it would be the south and west location or the location east of the Performing Arts Center.
Now, some people who will be looking at this at home for the first time, and they'll see this and think, well, UMKC is still only just down the road from the Kauffman Center for the Performing Arts. Can't your students still just go a few miles up the road and still experience all of this fabulous new performing arts space without moving at all from your current campus?
Well, that's possible, but last year in March, we took a trip to New York to visit with Juilliard. And Joseph Polisi, who is the head of Juilliard and has been for the last 26 years, had the opportunity to show us what it can mean when you have a venue like that close to a place like the Kauffman Center for the Performing Arts, because they're right there at Lincoln Center. So what this allows us to do is position ourselves to be extremely attractive to the best faculty in the nation as well as the best talent locally and around the world.
Let me ask our think tank here, our SAGE think tank, what do you think this would do economically to the city if the arts programs at UMKC were to move downtown?
You know, Nick, one of the things that Jim and I did when we had our 25 No Bad Ideas meetings from all over the city, one of the things we noticed was there was one subject that came up every time, whether we were in South Johnson County, up by the airport, or right here in the urban core. How do we take UMKC from being a great school to a great urban university? And we want this to be the metropolitan areas, big Kansas City's Big Five. There's not one person who doesn't think by moving UMKC forward, and in a big way, because keeping it on campus and making it a little better, that's a great example of a small five. We're looking for a big five. And can you imagine, what does downtown need? It needs more people, it needs fun people, it needs people who spend money. I'm thinking 500 college kids. Now that makes for a better downtown.
Okay, so you've said all of these things. You've said all of these things, but the challenge again is the money. So how long do you keep going with this project then, Chancellor?
Well, look, once we put together the 3 studies, we had what we needed to go back to potential donors. I call them investors. So we spoke with them initially to see what questions they would have. Once we got those, we did the studies. Now we've been back to talk to at least 8. So far, we've had some support. We've only had 2 no's, but the jury is still out with most of them. We expect to hear sometime soon.
Questions for Chancellor Leo Morton? Any questions on this particular Big Five item from our audience?
What would the impact of moving downtown be on the campus down close to the plaza?
Right, well, in fact, that was one of the questions our potential investors had. The notion was that you have these great art students who are taking classes with guys like me, who are engineers. And the question is, can the campus survive well and still continue to have the influence over all of those other disciplines with a divided campus? And the answer is we can. And that's because our art students are not taking a lot of courses today with students in other disciplines because they are there to develop their professional skills. So they take very few courses with others. The main thing here is this: our students would still continue to perform on the campus. That's where the interaction between the rest of the campus and our art students takes place. The space we're talking about is what Dean Whitty calls kitchen space. It's where the students develop their talents. Not many people see that space. But that's what we need to have in order to really increase our capacity and to develop the kind of talent that we are trying to develop.
Thank you very much indeed. Any other questions for the Chancellor? Leo Morton, thank you very much indeed